I'm only short of you. It's a long story, cut a long story short. Get yourself home on the Northern Line.
Hey, my name's Matt and welcome to the Open Mic Room. Each episode I'll be chatting with a different guest to share some stories and discuss their music. So today I'm joined by Rhuari Campbell. Did I get that right? How do you pronounce your first name there?
Yeah, it's Rhuari, but I respond to Rhuari as well.
So there's a slight format to the podcast. I like to run it like a 3-song open mic. So to kick things off, if we only heard one song to sum up you as an artist, which of your songs would you leave someone with?
Oh, wow. I guess something that I often start with is my song North, because I think particularly when I play it live, there's, it starts with a riff. I got a little story that I tell before it. Starts with a riff, and then it's a good opener. So I guess I probably start with that one, and it's my most listened to as well. A fan favorite.
Is it? Yeah. Yeah, it's a very catchy song, that. And I think that does sum you up as an artist really well. There's a line in it, my heart tells me go north. And obviously you're from Scotland, so the north is your home.
Yeah.
How has growing up in Scotland shaped your music?
I was a big music fan quite early on, and things like, with the Beatles and the Beatles talking about where they're from all the time, that was fascinating to me. And then I was a big fan of Libertines as a teenager. They did the same thing. They spoke about, the towns that they were from, the streets that they were walking down and stuff. And I loved that. So I don't know if I necessarily name streets or anything, but I've taken my culture as a big part of my music. Certainly, I use Scots language sometimes in my songs, and I use just little words and little things that might be not universally understood, but somebody who knows would know what I'm talking about.
What is it about Scotland that produces so many great singers? Just thinking off the top of my head here, Paolo Nutini, like Snow Patrol. It's amazing the amount you go through, and they're Scottish.
Yeah, there's some great stuff, but that's everywhere, isn't it? You could say, what it is about England that makes great music. I guess what is it about this island? There's rain and weather. I think the weather probably influences us a bit. We probably spend more time indoors than other cultures. Maybe, I don't know. That's just off the top of my head. I don't know.
Yeah.
I love like Scottish rock music, and so Frightened Rabbit are one of my favorite bands. Biffy Clyro are amazing. One of my favorite bands is Arab Strap. I'm not sure if you know them, or Kinkers Oat. They're all amazing.
I love that you mentioned Frightened Rabbit straight off the bat there, because I'm a big fan of theirs. Obviously, it's sad what happened to Scott. How closely related is that sort of local news to you?
It was close to me in the sense that I was of the age that I was. I'm 39, so I was a massive fan in my 20s. When the whole thing happened, I'm not sure how much you know about that. People were following it in real time. Put stuff on social media, and then his brother had done a call to people to, if you've seen Scott, let us know. And there were Frightened Rabbit fans out on the streets looking for him and stuff, and so it was close to me in that sense, that I was really aware of it happening in real time, and woke up to the news that he died. Was really devastating. It was a really big shock. I think listening to his music now, it's like it's really haunting
in the lyrics, isn't
to know that was all. Yeah, some of the lyrics really point to the way that his life actually.
And I suppose you could sort of understand him a bit more than other people could, being a full-time musician now yourself. You could perhaps understand some of his difficulties closer than others.
Perhaps. I'm also a mental health nurse and a music therapist. Those are qualifications I have. I'm not practicing in either at the moment, so I understand mental illness fairly well.
Mm.
I have my own, and so I understand from that perspective. But I guess, yeah, in terms of being a musician and having difficulties, with mental health, absolutely. I guess that it's like, we're not earning a lot of money, although Scott was at the time. But you go through years of not earning a lot of money, working really, really hard. I just got back from Inverness this morning. I was there for 2 days playing gigs, and I came back this morning, and I'm away from home a lot, and so yeah, I have to just be really careful and manage that. I make sure that I spend a lot of time in nature, try not to drink too much. Yeah, just try and be as healthy as I can. It's not always manageable, but I just have to try and look after myself as best I can.
North, my heart tells me go north when I'm traveling, I'm struggling. Sweet Lord, carry my feet when I'm traveling, I'm struggling. Why'd you call me? I'm lost when I'm traveling, I'm struggling. 6 hours round the coast and I'm feeling fresh out the zest, and I'm traveling, I'm struggling.
I wanted to ask a little bit about your story in music so far. I've learnt a bit from your songs because you're quite introspective in your lyrics. So I understand your mum was a folk singer, and your brother's also a musician. When did it all start for you? I'm guessing at quite an early age.
Yeah, really young. So I mean, I grew up in a folk family. Folk people understand this. I'm not sure if you're a folky person, but people who grow up in folk families know that, a massive part of life is just playing folk music, and we can kind of gravitate towards each other as well. We could spot each other and understand the life each other have led. I was probably about 5 years old when I joined a pipe band. Pipe band. I was playing drums in the band, and my brother was playing bagpipes, and so that was pretty young. And then we were, all sort of family occasions were centered around playing music together. Everyone played songs and instruments, and yeah, that was really special. So it was there, yeah,
Amazing.
literally from when I was really young. And I got brought up on really a lot of traditional Scottish music, but my mum was also a big country fan as well. So, there was always country in the house as well.
Amazing. So, what happened after that? What was your journey to being full time in music? Were you working first of all in something else?
Well, it was, I mean, I learned guitar when I was like 15, and I joined a band a few years later. And I was in a band for years. And so that was kind of like, I mean, we loved it, and we were pretty sure we were the best band in the world. But we practiced every week, and yeah, nothing ever really came of it. So I was always just working in restaurants and pubs for years. And then when the band split up, I decided to start playing gigs myself. And so I came up with the name Slow for a Poet. And then I was still working. And then I was about 30. I decided to quit my job and go to university. And rather than continuing working in pubs while I was at university, I decided to play gigs. My brother had done this for years, and a lot of my friends played gigs, and I could see that they were earning pretty good money from that in comparison to working in a pub. A 12-hour shift, in comparison to a 3-hour shift, and also what they were kind of earning from from one pub gig, what I was earning in a week in a pub. So like
Wow.
working behind a bar. So I started doing that. I had to work my way up. I wasn't earning as well as they were to begin with. Even so, it sounds like a fair bit of money, but the I guess the minimum wage has risen quite a lot in the last 10 years. My wage hasn't really. I just have to do more gigs.
Right. So, what are the gigs like now that you're getting? Are you now able to
I
play
do.
your original songs? And
I play originals as much as I can. And so I do my
yeah.
job. I earn most of my money from doing pub gigs, particularly up in Inverness, which is a massive tourist town. So, it's I can go up there and play Scottish and Irish folk music and earn
Ah,
quite well. And also there's the potential for tips as well, which is really good. But my soul needs me to make sure that I'm playing originals gigs as often as I can. So I do. I try to get at least a couple a month, including festivals or support slots or whatever. And then a few times a year, maybe 3 or 4 times a year, I'll organize a gig where I'm like the headliner, and I've organized it, and I take the risk of, you know, the ticket sales and the venue hire and and paying the support act and that sort of thing. And so, but yeah, I tend to go for quite small rooms, because like a room of like 30 people, because then, you know, if I can sell that out, it's a lovely room and it feels nice to be in the room. I'll perform
mm,
well if it's a nice full room, and yeah, it feels good to sort of sell out a room even though it's only 30.
no,
Still feels nice.
brilliant. I've really been loving listening to your music.
Well, thanks, man.
You've got, yeah, you've got quite a big collection of songs now, but
Yeah,
particularly your
yeah.
your album Sonder. Is it called Sonder? Every track on that is fantastic.
Oh, thank you so much. That's really kind. Thank you.
So the middle song of this fictional set, I like to bring the tone down with a sad song, and you've got a few heartfelt songs,
Yeah,
particularly within that album.
yeah.
Which one of yours do you find always captures a room best? I've got a few
I
ideas for that
think
one.
I think probably it's got a long and pretentious title. It's what is it called? I hurt and I
I
ache and I
heard.
bleed and I dropped. Yeah, that one. Yeah, it's that's a one that people will send me messages about and tell me that it's affected them in some way, which is really nice. I love it too. I love the production on it, and my my best friend Kirsty sang on that song as well, and her voice is just really beautiful. And yeah, that's probably the one I'd pick for a sad song.
I hurt and I ache and I bleed and I rot like the rest of you. I'm learning to swim and I'm drowning within like the rest of you. So if you're going under, I'm going under too. 'Cause I'm falling apart and I know you're falling apart too.
I'm ready to stop, but I keep giving up like the rest of you. I'm easy to please, just a few more of these like the rest of you. So don't say you're doing better than me, 'cause I know the truth. I'm falling apart, and I know you're falling apart too.
I'm good and I'm fine and I'm doing alright like the rest of you. I'm nervous of this and I'm anxious of that like the rest of you. I'm just carrying on, but I don't know what for like the rest of you. But I'm falling apart and I know you're falling apart too. Yeah, I'm falling apart and I know you're falling apart too. And I hurt and I ache and I bleed and I rot just like you.
Yeah, that's a brilliant one. That one and Hardship were ones that stood
yeah.
out for me. Is
Yeah,
it Kirsty
Hardship.
singing?
Kirsty's singing
that-
on
is
that
that
one
your-
as well, yeah. But she's a really, really close friend, yeah, and just a wonderful singer. We were in a band together 15 years ago with my little brother and another couple of guys, a friend from Ireland and stuff. And yeah, we just over the years we got close, and there's a group of sort of 8 of us that are just really close friends, and yeah, and she's part of that.
What's been the biggest challenge of being a musician for you so far?
It's a lot of work. I've got to try and pay bills and sort of like find time for life as well. It's a lot of physical work. The performances that I do in Inverness are really high energy for 3 hours, and so that's a physical tax on my body. And then I wake up in my camper van and I've got to go and find somewhere that I can shower, usually a leisure center. So there's that, and then yeah, it's sort of physical graft. And then in the meantime, I'm also trying to find time to write songs and to record stuff and find the money to go into a recording studio or learn the skills to do it myself. So it's just yeah, it's probably generally enjoyable life. It's pretty full on graft. It's pretty every day I'm doing something, making a poster or making a something.
But then a more positive question is why do you keep doing it? What are the best bits about being a musician?
It's sort of just who I am. I love it. I love playing. I do feel really fortunate to earn money and to be able to get by on what I do earn. So I wouldn't change that. I wouldn't like to go back to wearing a uniform and turning up at a job and, that sort of lifestyle isn't for me anymore. I love expressing myself through music, and I love growing through it and being just who I am. And that's, you've got, I guess, less opportunity to be expressive in your clothing or or the way that you behave if you're working in a bank, or, somewhere like that. Whereas I can just be who I am on stage and in the street afterwards, because it's, there's no expectation on me to behave in a way that's not artistic and just who I am.
Yeah, it's brilliant. Everything you do is for your own choice. Your song
Yeah,
Sweet Music
absolutely, yeah.
sums that up. So the third and final song of the set is a wild card. What is a song that you've been enjoying playing live, like at the moment? What's on your mind at the moment? Like,
Oh man,
you got a new?
it's a hard question between. Now, I was going to say 2, and now there's 3, and I could probably say 6. Let me pick one for you, because that's the format. I'll say Not for the Malice. Not for the Malice is fun to play. It's like I get to sort of show off with the guitar a little bit, and it's got a story which I like, and I like to give an impression on the audience as to who I am and what I believe in. And yeah, that song sort of marks a bit of a turning uh, in a change in who I am, and as well as like what I want from my music. I guess it's important for me now to have a bit of a message. I'm going to be 40 soon, and so it feels like it's nice to actually say something in my music rather than just try and show off vocal ability or yeah, guitar or whatever. Although I do like doing that, it's nice to actually be saying something at the same time.
Yeah, there is a nice message in that song. It's like a message from the grave, isn't it? Where you're talking back to everyone, saying you're almost apologizing to people that you might have upset and saying it was not intended, kind of.
Yeah.
Is that what you're
Yeah.
saying?
Do you know, I had a couple of friends a couple of guys independently contacted me, and they're from different friendship groups, and they contacted me, and they were just sort of talking about not necessarily me, but the friendship group being, this sort of like the way that people show that they love each other by making fun of them. That these 2 people independently had being caused sort of distress from that, just a worry that, actually, I'm not sure if my friends like me. All they do is make fun of me. And I found that devastating. And actually, I recognized that I also felt like that. Yeah, maybe I've thought about it a lot, because the song's been out for 6 months, and I wrote it over a year ago, and I've been playing it a lot, and I've had lots of discussions with people over this. I think maybe that behavior is what it is. People do make fun of their friends, and it's quite fun actually, but it can turn into bullying. And I think that we should just be. I've been making a point of telling my friends that I love them, and I don't think I've been able to like stop myself completely from making fun of someone for doing something silly. I love them, and they've done something silly, and that's funny. So,
Yeah.
I should point that out, and we should laugh together. But I also want them to know that I do care. And so I think that's the answer to the issue. It's an issue that I've decided is an issue. I'm not sure if other people think it is.
No, that's really nice. I've heard only recently that no one ever regrets being kind in any moment.
I agree.
Oh, I rocked up to the afterlife, old and full of love, ready for eternity in the sky above. And I was overjoyed to hear my mother's voice. She said, Roy, you left a wholesome life, done all the good things twice, and for all the people you left behind, if you could leave a message, just a couple of lines, what would you say? Tell all my friends, I meant no offense, tell all my foes, I want you to tone, tell all the world, tell everyone I did it all for fun. Not for the malice, everything I ever said, everything I ever did, runs rapidly over and over in my head. I weight on my shoulder all the time, I didn't mean to be unkind. she was like, well, isn't that a shame you're far too late? The sun is set on your final day, and all of the things that you meant to say are left unsaid. Oh, I pleaded, Mom, I was childish, wild and unruly, and I didn't mean to bully anyone. And honestly, I thought we were all having fun. Won't you let me tell all my friends? I meant no offense, tell all my foes. I want to atone, tell all the world, tell everyone I did it all for fun. Not for the malice, everything I ever said, everything I ever did, runs rapidly over and over in my head. I weigh on my shoulder all the time. I didn't mean to be unkind. Da 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 da, di 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 di, da 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 da. She said, son, I'll give you one last chance, don't throw away. Be who you want to be every day. I'll give you a chance, but it won't come again. And I woke well rested, jumped out of bed and I ran to the door and collected my foes and my friends. I fell to my knees and said, listen to me please. To all my friends, I meant no offense to all my foes. I want to atone to all the world, to everyone. I did it all for fun. Not for the malice, everything I ever said, everything I ever did, runs rapidly over and over in my head. I weigh on my shoulder all the time. I didn't mean to be unkind. Da 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 da. I didn't mean to be unkind.
A couple of other songs I wanted to just mention that I've been listening to almost on repeat of yours. I love Blown Off Course. I think that's
Oh, cool. Thanks.
a
Yeah.
fantastic
Thanks.
song. I've got a little boy who's almost 1 year old, and when we've been putting that on and bobbing around to that one.
It's got a nice dancey vibe. Yeah.
Yeah, but also a reminder that I guess in your music career to
Yeah.
get back on course.
Yeah.
And the other one I've really been enjoying is Brother, spelt with two V's in the
Yeah.
middle, which is a really nice song about siblings.
Yeah. It's I mean it's all true stories. About my brother and I growing up, and it's 4 verses, and they all point to a thing that happened in our lives growing up together.
Oh right,
It's
different. They're
fun,
all
and
different
I actually
stories within.
they're all different little bits of something that happened. Yeah, and usually when I'm playing live, I'll tell a story behind a particular verse while I'm playing or whatever, and that usually gets a bit of a laugh, especially if my brother's in the room, and that's great.
Okay, so what have you got coming up in the immediate future?
I've got man,
More gigs.
so more gigs, loads of gigs. Yes, so this summer I'm playing 6 festivals. I've done one so far, which is called Knockengorrick, and it was amazing. Just really beautiful, sort of wonderful people. Small festival, really nice. I've got a few more. I've got Belladrum is the biggest one that I'm playing. I think it's the biggest outdoor festival in Scotland. It's got like 2 main stages, and it's got like 20 stages or something, and it's got like massive headliners like James
Oh,
and
amazing.
Kula Shaker, and yeah, it's really, yeah, it's awesome. Really, really big festival. So I've done that. This will be my 5th year now. So excited for that.
Cool.
Aside from gigs, I've been recording an album in my van. I got a USB mic, and I've been driving around to my gigs, and over the winter I was in Airbnbs and stuff, and I've just been writing and recording an album on the road. It's about me traveling, and it's about me being in nature. Those are the 2 main themes, because that's what my life's been for the last few years, just driving to gigs and then trying to go and find a loch to swim.
That is
Yeah,
so
so
cool.
I'm working on that, and I'm working on it, and hopefully should be ready soonish, I hope.
Looking forward to it. What's the furthest south you've come for a
So I
gig?
actually did a tour of the north of England recently. So that was April. I did Warrington, Lancaster, Blackpool, Sunderland, a load of towns around there. And I'm coming back in October. I'll be back in uh, around that area on the west coast twice, 2 weekends in a row. So I got friends in Lancaster. I go to Lancaster Music Festival every year. I've got friends in Warrington as well, so I play there a lot. But I'm planning for next year. Somebody invited me to go to Wales, which I'm very excited for. So I'm planning to
Yeah.
next spring to do a bit of a more expansive tour to some more places.
Amazing. So I've got some quick fires to finish off with, just 5 quick questions
So let's go.
to get to know you a bit more. So what was the first song that you can remember that you ever loved that sort of got you into music and you probably still go back and listen to now?
That I would. So the first song, or the first song that I still listen to. I remember a real visceral feeling listening to Muse. What was that song? The first, the massive Muse song. I can't even remember what it's called. It's on Origin of Symmetry.
Ah.
Newborn.
Right.
Man, I remember listening to that in headphones and being like, wow. Like, music is incredible. I didn't realize it could be this good. I've been listening to music and playing music, but I didn't realize it could be that good. So I'm going to pick Newborn.
I thought that might have been a traditional Scottish folk song there, but that's different. Yeah. For the second one, what is a dream venue of yours to play?
A dream venue
Yes.
for most Scottish people are going to give you the same answer. So I'm excited to know if you've had any other Scottish people, or
No.
if you have some in the future. I think anyone from Scotland will say the best venue in the world is the Barrowlands in Glasgow.
I was guessing that in my head. I thought you were going
Yeah.
to say Barrowlands. Yeah.
I believe Run DMC said it's the best venue in the world as well. So
I've never been, so it's on my bucket list.
it's great.
Who is an artist you'd love to open for?
I'd love to open
Support.
for.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's it.
Yeah, there's a guy called King Creosote who I love. And I'd really love to open for him. That would be really cool. I think it makes sense as well. I guess you're probably looking for someone that your listeners will have heard of. I can't think of anyone. I'm so sorry.
So, Bon Iver.
I don't know. Sorry?
Bon Iver? I think I read he was one of your
But
inspirations.
yeah, man. Yeah, Bon Iver. Yeah, please.
He'd be a
Yes.
good one.
If they're
Yeah.
gonna, let's make that happen. Let's do that.
2 to go. Studio or live performance? What do you prefer? So, studio
Sorry, I'm not
or
hearing
live
you.
performance? Sorry, studio or live performance?
What do I prefer?
So, yeah.
They're so different. Probably prefer studio. I mean, if you count my home studio as studio, I probably prefer that. Yeah, I do a lot of it, but it's lovely. It's lovely performing live. But I really love being in the studio.
Yeah, you love the creation side of it. The final question, what is one song that you wish you'd written?
That's a great question. As soon as I get off this call, I'll think of something else. But say Vincent by Don McLean.
I have to
Do you know
admit,
it?
I don't know it. I know Don McLean, but not that one.
So it's about Van Gogh, and it's really beautiful. I bet you might recognize the first words are "Starry, Starry Night." Does that ring a bell? No.
I'll listen straight after and probably
It's
will.
really excellent, really lovely.
Well, thank you. Thanks for bearing with the technical difficulties.
Yeah, no worries, no worries.
I'll let you
Thank
go
you so
because
much
I
for
know
having me.
you're really busy. No, thank you for joining. I know it's been difficult fitting it in, but it's been great.
Yeah, no, it's honestly a real pleasure to be asked to do something like this. So yeah, thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
Well, I'm just glad to catch you before you're far too big for a chat like this. So
That's kind. Thank you.
thank you.